Hey everyone, hope you're having an amazing day. Today we're back working with the Public Works. A few days ago, guys, I got a phone call from a Public Works manager. He said they were short-handed and had a few projects they needed an extra set of hands. So that's what we're going to be doing today. And I do get to bring the camera along with us, which should be a lot of fun. But it's just past 6:30. I stopped here at the gas station to get fueled up here on diesel. Along with, I did pick up a bagel and cream cheese along with a donut. That should be a pretty good breakfast here for me. Along with a cup of coffee, which should wake us up. Let's hop in the truck. Let's head on over to the Public Work headquarters. Now today we're going to be helping out on a pretty big project. We're going to be renovating the local football field that all the high schoolers use along with some of the other sport teams, which is going to be a pretty big project. There is a huge list of things that need to get done, and which should be pretty exciting. But like always, guys, there's a full mods list link down below, and if you do end up enjoying today's video, please hit the like button as it does help out with the YouTube algorithms. Alright, we're just showing up to the shop now, so I'm going to go get signed in and I'm going to go see what equipment we have to get brought over. But I do know that there's multiple people helping us out today, which is going to be pretty handy since there's so many things we have to get done. I just got the keys here to the Ram 3500 crew cab, so we're going to be taking this, and he said the trailer we need is inside here, so let's get the shop door opened on up. So we're going to be taking the big Tex along with the small compact wheel loader. These things are pretty popular for Public Works along with an old farm tractor here, since we do need the spreader here for it. Now he did say there were bags of seeds somewhere around here. We really don't see anything over there, and we'll keep on coming. Oh yeah, here's a few bags of seeds, so we'll put that in the truck, but let's get it attached here, and we do also have to grab a few hand tools. Now I'm really excited to be back here with the Public Works. You guys have been asking for it, and I try to feature one every few weeks for you guys here. It is a lot of fun, but usually we do have projects for the town where you always, the Public Works always tries to take care of the town, from snow plowing to parks and everything in between, and they definitely have a lot of things to do when towns are pretty big. Alright, we're just going to put the bags of seeds in here. We should have no problem. I usually don't like to load going up over the side, since we could potentially damage the bed, put any dings, things like that. But it's a pretty light bag here, right around I think 30 pounds each. So we got that. Everything looks to be strapped down here, so we should be good to go. Let me know down below in the comments, guys, if you are a football player, let's say in high school, middle school, or do you go to local football games? Because I do know it is pretty big on Friday, Saturday nights, and that is why we do have to do a pretty good job here. I think the first game is in a week and a half as well, so there's a little bit more time if we do need an extra day or two, but I think the plan was to get it done today. We're here at the football field, and you guys can see there is a lot of equipment here. Looks like 20 tons of gravel along with a dump truck, and there's a few other things here. So before we hop on out, we do want to get the trailer dropped for the ramps there. And one other cool thing, guys, always the Public Works does have the strobe lights going, hazard lights, and that's just a pretty cool thing. But look at that, we have a Freightliner dump truck. I believe that's topsoil there, and we do have this trailer. Oh, look at that, looks like someone was already mowing here, which was a great first step for today. I'm thinking, guys, before we get started, why don't we go around, look at the checklist of things we have to get done here. And the very first thing you guys can see is we were getting pulled in. There was quite a few areas. Looks like the gravel washed away. There's just mud. Look at the tire tracks. Looks like a few people got stuck here. So there's parts all over. So that is the first part. And then the second part, you guys can see there's quite a bit of lumber on there. It is because this fence, guys, needs to get repaired here. So I guess they were plowing snow this past season and completely destroyed this part of the fence. We have to rebuild a little bit of fence, which, hey, I'm going to be using a hammer today. You usually don't use one of those, but it should be a lot of fun. Coming around to the grandstands, guys, we do have to remove a few trees here. That one there, this one, you guys can see there's a lot of bark, and I think the town is a bit concerned that they could fall down here, so we'll get those taken care of here. But you guys can see, wow, look at that here. Pretty big field. We have to find a way around this fence. The entrance to the field does need a little bit of work here. We're actually going to be putting new sod down there and in all these spots here. So the plan is we're going to bring in new topsoil. We're going to put sod, and then we are going to overseed this entire field here with the grass. That way it is going to be pristine for the first game, because that is always one of the big ones. And you guys can see, wow, a lot of mud here. There are a few other spots like here, and you guys can see they do also need to come in and spray the lines as well every 10 10-yard line here. But I think why don't we first get going on cleaning out those trees? Guys, I'm thinking we're going to put the trees actually in the back of the bed here, so we do have to get these few bags unloaded, and we should be able to fit all of it here, no problem. That's going to save us a trip here, and we should be able to get a lot more done here. But let me know, guys, what do you think of the Public Works? I really do like doing videos like this. Hopefully, we could do some in the new farm sim once that comes on out as well. We're always busy with the Public Works, which is pretty cool here, but it's so cool they let me bring a camera along and get to showcase my gameplay with you guys as well. But that should be a pretty good spot there. We got the tailgate all ready to go. Let's get the chainsaw out here. Now this should be a pretty simple one here. Doesn't look to be too big of a tree. Maybe this grew within the last year and a half here. Timber, there we have it. Wow, that actually fell pretty close to the truck, but hey, that doesn't have much cleanup work, so I'm gonna just put the camera tripod up and let's get to getting this tree chopped up and in the bed of truck. Alright guys, I just finished getting the truck loaded on up. We got both trees removed, and I will say that definitely opens it up quite a bit here as well. But let's see if we can put a few straps here on it, and I think, hey, why don't we get going on the fence? For the fence, guys, we do actually have to replace quite a few pieces of the wood there. So we have new wood here, but you guys can also see we do have these outhouses here. So why don't we get these unloaded first, empty the trailer. And this is because I believe the water is not yet turned on here. And I think a few extra ones can never hurt as well, since there's going to be quite a few people here. Now, we should be able to just use our manpower to get these right off. Oh, yeah, no problem. We just have to be a bit careful. We don't want it to tip over on us. That wouldn't be the best of things here, and we'll just put it off to the side here as well. But I really do enjoy doing cool things in farm sim just like this. There's so many unique things we get to do here as well. But we got one all set up. Actually, let's see where the door is. Oh, the door was right where we were, so let's get it turned right about there. Perfect. And we'll put the other one side by side, so we should be good to go to get the trailer disconnected and get the truck a lot closer here. That way it's going to be a lot easier for us to kind of unload the wood, and we could also use it as a table as well. Now we do have a saw with us, which should come in pretty handy as well, but I think I'm going to put down the camera for this since I'm probably not the best with running a saw, and we do not want to take up any extra time. Alright guys, we just used that entire pallet of wood here. We actually had to remove a few extra pieces both ways as well, so that it would incorporate quite a bit better here. But you guys can see some of the wood looks a lot newer than, let's say, down here as well. But hey, that's the best we could do here. So that is done now. I think, why don't we hop on the front loader machine here. Let's see if we can get the gravel spread. We have right around 20 tons, and that would really clean up the parking lot. The small compact wheel loader is doing a pretty good job here. There is a little bit of a learning curve since it is a little bit older. It is a little bit harder to get used to here, especially with the technology of this and how the loader arms do work here. But I will say, guys, for my first few minutes on it, I've actually done quite a lot here. It is a little tricky like I mentioned, but hey, we are still getting it done here. We're getting the gravel spread, and the 20 tons should be probably just enough here to get all the patches. Now, I don't think we could put a coat over the entire thing here, but you guys can see we got the entrance all cleaned up, and probably another maybe hours worth at most, and then the entire lot is going to be cleaned up quite well. If you guys are stopping by for the first time, please consider subscribing. We're so close to 100,000 subscribers. I can't wait for that milestone for when we reach it. It's been a long time coming, lots of hard work, and it's going to be pretty epic here. But you guys can see we have about 1 or 2 more patches, and then we should be good to go to start working on the field here. But I wanted all this done that way, just the field, and that shouldn't take too much time. A little bit of topsoil, and then we just have to spread some extra grass seed. Well guys, there we have it. We have 20 tons of gravel added to the parking lot, really cleans it up. You guys can see this did blend quite well. No more mud spots, no more tire tracks, which is going to be a pretty big thing here. But we now have to get going here on the topsoil, and I think I'm probably going to do the sod off camera. Since we're still waiting on sod, guys, let's get the truck unloaded here. We're going to be using the compact wheel loader, probably just as a powered wheelbarrow, and then we'll spread it by hand over there since we do not want to be doing too many maneuvers and damaging any of the other turf, but we are making really good headway. Now let me know down below in the comments, guys, if you do like these busy days here. For sometimes we just mow a few lawns, other times we do videos like this where there's so much happening here. So many parts to the puzzle is probably the best way to put it here. But I'm going to keep on going with this, and I just heard that sod is on its way here. So I'm actually going to lay down the sod, and we'll catch you guys back to do a little bit of grass seed, and then we'll call it a day. Let's put these few bags of seed in the fertilizer here. Alright, we got all the bags in here. Let's get these spreader raised up just a little bit here. Now with this tractor, guys, this should do it pretty quickly here. We are just overseeding. That way the grass stays green. And I think this is going to help us, and it's going to look even better here as well. But doing jobs like this, helping out the public works, helping out the town is just a great thing in general here. But you guys can see, wow, this thing spreads pretty far. Wow, looks like almost probably 30 feet. Well guys, there we have it. We're just now finishing up here, so I think I'm going to put down the camera, call it a day here since there's a lot to get loaded up, and I got to head back here to the house, and it's already past 6, so today's going to be a little bit later on, but it was a lot of fun here renovating this football field, getting it ready for the first game here in the next few weeks. But until next time, guys, thanks for watching, stay tuned for next one, and subscribe for more.